everyone. Hello. I'm back for the attack, and like promised, and I'm just gonna jump right into it, so I don't take up too much time, because I'm doing the last three from EC Blend. The first one I'm gonna be talking about is which one is it? The Dragon's Nectar. I love the bottles. They're so little and cute and like midget sized, fun sized. They're lovely. The first one is Dragon's Nectar, and it's in my actually splitting up the video gave me a chance to change out the Dragon's Apple to the Dragon's Nectar, and so it's in my little eye clear again, the eye taste MVP. I have no idea what the damn core on this is. But this is what it looks like when you vape it. And this was I was vaping it at 3.7 volts, and it's 7 watts. It has a really delightful, again, mellow. When I think of most of these flavors, I think of mellow. The only one that I don't is the caramel apple. But all the other ones are just very mellow. And the Dragon's Nectar is very mellow as well. It's just a very, you can definitely taste what it says. It has honeysuckle and nectarine. And the cream shot, those so creamy. And it's just kind of a whimsical combination of flavors. It sits well on the tongue. It has a light throat hit, even though it's also 50-50. PGBG, it has a very light throat hit. I think it gives pretty good, especially out of this thing. I think it gives pretty good vapor production. And it just has a really nice, I definitely can taste the honeysuckle. I can definitely taste the cream undertones. Again, it's kind of like a Sonic cream slush. If Sonic made a cream slush with honeysuckle. But not nearly, the flavor isn't as pronounced. It's just a nice, mellow, sweet vape. You could totally do this all day. I could totally sit there studying and or at work or whatever, or walking around, hanging out with people, whatever. Just vape it on this. I could totally see somebody, myself or anybody doing that. And it tastes very good. Okay. Now, the next one I'm going to talk about is the caramel apple. This one is very good. Very good. It might actually, out of all of them, it might be my favorite. And that surprises me, again, because apple can either be done really well or it can be done crappy. They do apple well. I think they do apple well. And why I originally decided to get it, because I love caramel. Caramel, anything. I love caramel. Or caramel, however you want to pronounce it. And so I saw that and I was like, I've seen caramel apple a lot of places in a lot of different vape shops. A lot of different stores carry it. I'd never actually tried it. And I thought, what the hell? I'll try it. We'll get it. See if I like it. I really like it. This is probably, if you like a really strong flavor, this one, you would enjoy this one. Because all the other ones have a very, not a muted taste, because muted implies that it doesn't have enough flavor. It has the right amount of flavor for what they were going for. The other ones are just a much lighter flavor. This one really packs a punch in terms of flavor. I mean, it is there. You can taste it. It lingers, strongly lingers. So again, this is putting it in my another little baby Vivi Nova. This time it's green. And again, it's at, everybody seems to talk about this. So it's I can read the coil. It's 2.8. And it's at, again, 3.7 volts. And 7 watts. Just so you know. And this is what it vapes like. I didn't mean to make that go up my nose. Hold on. This one, the vapor reduction, and this is a decently new coil, so I don't think it's the coil. This one, the vapor production, it's not quite as cloudy when you exhale. And I do like a lot of clouds. I like to see a lot of clouds, personally. But I'll let the cloud thing slide a little bit if the flavor is there. If I really like the flavor, and this flavor is good enough to where I would be like, okay, so maybe it doesn't have the greatest, clouds afterwards. But the flavor, it's definitely good. So I would forgo that so that I could, vape on this. Well, I don't even know if you could see that time. It kind of went up again for some reason. Maybe it's the AC. I don't know. Anyway, so those are those two. I would definitely recommend this one though. This would be like, if you want a season that this could accompany, this, I totally can picture vaping on this in like the fall or the winter. My personal 2 favorite seasons. I love anything that reminds me of, the winter or the fall or whatever, and caramel and apples that are done right, and cinnamons and clove and spices. All of that reminds me of just being warm and, cuddling under a blanket when it's cold outside. That doesn't happen much in Texas. It can get real cold here. I wish it did. But this would be a great vape for when it's chilly outside. The last one I'm going to review, and I actually don't have a tank to put it in. It was the first one that I tried. I just don't have enough clean tanks to do it, and I don't really want to. This is such a different flavor. I mean, the violet is such a different flavor. I don't really want to stick it in something because there's nothing that I feel like it'll mesh well with that's already, because once you've already put a liquid in on a wick, it's kind of hard to get that flavor out of the wick. I mean, you can put a new flavor in and it'll absorb into it, but it'll always kind of have that old taste just a little bit. This is a flavor that you want a new wick, and you want to, you don't want to mix it. I feel like that would take away from it. I think this flavor, the violet, is really going to be a hit or a miss. Either you're going to like it or you're not going to like it. And I mean, you've got an abundance of weird flavors to choose from on this site. I mean, I was going to read some of them. You can choose things. I mean, this site's actually pretty cool. All the weird shit you can choose to to buy. Like, they have something, let's see, it's under novelty flavors. You can choose to smoke on butter, or vape on butter. You can vape a cucumber. You can vape a pizza roll, a pizzeria, which I think is like a pizza roll. You can vape on sweet potato casserole. or Worcestershire sauce. Gee, I can never say that word. Or you can vape on, what was the other one? Crab legs. You can vape on crab legs. So you have an abundance of strange things to try. I love strange. I embrace the strange. So when I saw the violet and I thought about those candies that I'd had when I was a little girl, I thought, yeah, you know. This one is actually, I like it. It's very, very, very subtle. It's a very subtle, a very subtle violet. Shit, I can't even hold this. It's a very subtle flavor. It does taste like, you know, the only source of reference I have for tasting violet are those candies. Whether or not those taste like a real violet, I don't know. I've never eaten a flower, actually eaten a violet. But this vapes the way that I would assume a violet would taste. It's just a very gentle vape. It's a very mellow vape. This one was the mellowest of the bunch, far and away the mellowest of the bunch. If you like stronger flavors, you're not gonna like this. It did, as I remember, it had nice vapor production, not a huge throat hit, which I did like, and it's a very calm, relaxing vape. I could totally see vaping this before bed, or when you're waking up to eat. If you're somebody who likes when you wake up to ease yourself in the end of the day, you would probably really like this. Or anytime, I could see this also being used as like a relaxing vape of some kind. Like if you're in the middle of a lot of stress going on at work or whatever, just hit this a few times. I think you'll probably be good. But I recommend it. Again, the review on it isn't a good review. So I can see how some people might, if you're not into this type of flavor, you're not going to like it. But if you're interested in trying new things, I would give it a shot. They also have a bunch of other like floral flavors that I'd like to try. Like they've got lavender, they have jasmine, they've got rose water, they've got rose petal. They've got a bunch of different stuff that I really, really, really want to try. And when I have the money to do so, I will. I love trying new weird shit. So, you know, I really do. So, the stranger the better. So, that's my juice review from about EC Blend. I would definitely check them out. They are super affordable. I will say their processing time to process orders, I think they're just, I don't think it's for a lack of doing their job. I think they're just very busy. So if you want something like ASAP, I would maybe put in there that you want it quickly, and I would definitely do priority. If you do regular mail like what I did, it's not going to get to you as fast. I think it took about a week to get to me. I think it was like a week. Whereas if you're like just super excited, you really want it now, do priority. I think it even says on their website that if you do priority, they will process it quicker than if you do it the way that I did it. But it's not a big deal. I mean, it was certainly worth the wait. They're very good. I didn't have a lot of communication with them, but I assume it would probably be good. I mean, I guess I'm not the best judge of that, but I would assume it would probably be good. I'm assuming that they're nice people. I mean, they were kind enough to throw in an extra for me, because that's one people seem to like. So thank you very much, EC Blend, for that. I greatly appreciate it. It's greatly appreciated. And I am singing your praises. So, and I will continue to do so. Well, I'm going to go because it's already at 14 minutes and 28 seconds. Damn, where does the time go? I have no idea. I guess just check back. I've got a ton of juices. All of these, except for maybe some random ones that were thrown in with orders, you know, I've paid for. So I don't have a whole bunch of like you'll see some people doing juice reviews and they've got them from a bunch of different places. a lot of mine may not be like that. A lot of my juices come from the same places, but I've got a bunch of different flavors. So, but I'll be putting up some more reviews of stuff soon. Hopefully, you enjoyed this. Hopefully, it was informative. Hopefully, I didn't bore you to tears. I guess just leave me some love in the comments if you want to. Subscribe if you would like. I would appreciate it. And I guess I won't take up any more of your time. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will see y'all later. Bye.